doing something interesting, taking you along. Okay, so we're in here on level 1 of the museum. Thought I'd do a quick walkthrough while it's not really crowded. It's been pretty interesting so far. 54 Harley-Davidson FL. Nicely cleaned up, but not too shiny. I kind of dig that. It's a 1958 Ringco. Interesting looking, isn't it? Cute little thing here. It's a 1948 ME R100. Just kind of killing a little bit of time here until the races start back up again. And then I'll go out and listen. It's an interesting setup on this bike, isn't it? Very 50s looking, which I guess is appropriate because that's when it's from. Anyway, if you are enjoying this content that I have been presenting, please hit the like and leave me a comment. Have you been to Barber before? And if so, how many times? What was your favorite part? But anyway, it's me, Lila, G-Ma Rides. And I am here at Barber at the Motorcycle Museum and the races with my friend Rainy Ryder. And we are just checking out all the cool stuff, having a great day. It's a little bit warmish outside, so I'm taking a break inside right now. And I thought I'd film some things for you. But as I was saying, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I put new comment or new videos out, okay? Okay. The 50s was an era of drastic design, big tail fins and shiny chrome. The counterculture revolution transformed everything from rock and roll to automotive designs. During a period of unprecedented economic growth, consumerism was king. With the freedom of choice came the desire for identity, and the need to stand out was quickly adopted by big manufacturers, designers, fashion, and Hollywood. Service cycle out of New Orleans from 1955. Looks like they're starting some laps again now. So we'll take a last look at this 19-something Impala from the 50s, and then we'll go back outside. Yeah. A K model Harley-Davidson Sportster. I have this kind of oil bag on my current Sportster, but mine is chrome because when oil gets really, really hot, it tends to peel the paint unless it's like a powder coated type thing. This has a magneto on it, I believe. Mine has points. And again, that's a K model. Mine is a Sportster. This is a nice looking bike, huh? Pretty yellow. KHK from 1956. Top speed of 95 miles an hour. But anyway, yeah. Everybody's been rushing through to go outside, so I think I'll take a few minutes in here. Or maybe I should probably go out and grab a spot on the bridge. I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide. What should I do, people? Take a vote? It's hot out there. Look at that. Cute. Huh. That must be a fuel cylinder for the lights, huh? That little thing there. Because it has a little line that goes over to the lights, and then I'm betting that the lights are gas powered. Yep. Same situation here for the headlamp. Little leather pouch or box right here. Cute. 1914, makes 5 to 6 horsepower on a good day downhill probably. Look at that setup. Isn't that interesting? I bet that Joe the Mountain Jedi can tell us a lot more about this than I ever could. Look at the way it kick starts. Isn't that interesting? Wow. Yep, center stand. Again, the rear tail light, and you can see that it has a fuel line running to the reservoir from here. Pretty cool. Great stuff. Huh. That's interesting looking. Okay, but the races are on, so let's go out there again. Get out there, see if we can't get some footage. They'll be back around. They'll be back around in a minute. It's going to be too loud to record out here, so you're just going to have to figure it out. We will go right out here by these guys and watch for when they come back around. Like I said, beautiful day. Even the plastic cow is enjoying itself. They'll come back around pretty quickly. Here they come. Here they come. Wait for it. Wait for it. You can hear them at all the turns. But anyway, we're in a pretty prime spot here for this corner. So we will just wait for a second, talk about it, and then on their next lap around, we'll go look through the little pass-through. Because there's some inset glass into the bridge that you can look through, which is kind of cool. It's going to make recording is going to be impossible when they start coming around again, because it's pretty loud up here. You can smell the exhaust and the little bits of tire burning off as they hit that corner, which is pretty cool. I dig it. See, there's the first bike in. so you can't drop anything on the riders accidentally. Because a lot of people are excited and they're out here, you know, taking pictures just like I am. It would be a pretty disastrous thing if you dropped your camera on a motorcycle rider. So let's see if we can get a better advantageous shot from up here. They're starting to come around again. There goes that. I hope this footage is turning out okay. I have no idea. So anyway, this is a 1867 Roper steam velocipede, as you can tell by my expert camera work here. Looks like it leans heavily into wood. And that would be the steam chamber. And that would be probably for compression, I'm guessing. I don't know, I'm talking out my ass here. But anyway, that looks like the most unfreaking comfortable seat that you would ever have to sit on for very long. I think we'll see this when we come back to the other side. They have the obligatory Captain America bike over there, but there are some people looking at it, so we'll check that out in a minute. And a bunch of display stuff on the wall. A 1902 Steffi with a definite absence of brake. Looks like a motorized bicycle, see? Look at this rubber band power situation here. Doesn't have any kind of grippiness to it. It does have a single cylinder. Kind of cool looking. Galesburg, Kansas is where this was produced at. As you can see, it's Shaw manufactured in 1904. A little bit more technically advanced than the other motorcycle things we've been looking at. Big ass front tire. But still the same situation for getting around, except for this one is not a round power band. That one we were looking at on the Steffi, the power band was round, which I thought was kind of weird. This one is braked by a coaster and a bicycle rim type on the rear wheel only, as it says. Bunch of race pictures and memorabilia here. Kind of cool. But I'm having more fun looking at actual motorcycles. The displays here are very nicely done. I've seen my share of motorcycle museums. This is pretty nice. I did like Wheels Through Time quite a bit because they routinely fired up their motorcycles and rode them around in the aisles. So it smelled like old motorcycles and oil and combustion gas type things. But this is cool too. I think there's a place for everything, because if we don't like keep track of this kind of stuff, it's gonna all go away, people. I can imagine someone's excitement when they found this in Uncle Fred's barn and drug it out. Can you? Can you imagine riding that thing? Can you imagine keeping that sucker running? 1912 Indian TT, air-cooled, of course, magneto. A single headstrom carburetor, front leaf spring, fork, and the rear is a rigid. Let's go on to the next Indian. It's a 1914 Indian Hendy Special. Wow, that thing looks rough, but I like them that way. I really do. It gets your imagination going. Look at the bars on this thing. That's so interesting to me. Yeah, so interesting. Yep. This is a tourist standard Indian. I wonder what brave, intrepid tourist would be hopping on this thing. Yeah. Pretty cool. Got a horn there. Got your pullback bars. Seems to be the thing on all the early motorcycles. The bars were set up in that fashion. No risers, just change the bars. This is an Indian Scout from 1922, so it's roughly 8 years older than the last one we looked at. You can see there have been some technological advances, kind of. What they would be, I don't know, because I am not that much of an Indian person. But, you know, they wouldn't have put it in here if there weren't advances. You can see differences in the engines. Kickstart. No electric start yet, people. 1924 Indian Big Chief. So this must have been the big deal back in the day. This was the ultimate really nice bike. You can tell that because look at those things on the bottom of the seat. I'm betting those are pistons to make it ride better. I don't know. Again, I could be talking out my ear. I don't know. Looks complex and complicated to maneuver with all of those switches and pushy things and buttons and levers to mess with. The front end looks interesting. Look at that spring. It's got a leaf spring. Yeah. No front brake. Not much going for a back brake either. This is a nice looking old Indian. Oh, excuse me, my bad. It's a Yale. It's a Yale from Toledo, Ohio. It's very crusty looking. I already told you I really like the crusty bikes. Yep. But anyway, this is kind of cool. It is a V-twin with a 4-stroke in it, and like all the other motorcycles back then, it had a magneto. The one and only all-steel car. Looks pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see in there. I can't quite see what you're seeing because I'll have to look at it later on because I'm mostly just holding my camera up over there. Some of these things you can't really get at. Another Indian here for you, the 26 Indian Speedway Racer. So this is one of their Go Fast models. Pretty cool. Aw, 1912 Amateur Motorcycle Race second prize. Somebody's family donated this. And to the family that donated this, thank you very much. Tom McLewis's family. Racing was inevitable. As the motorcycle evolved, it was not long before the need for speed took over. Truer words were never spoken. I love to go fast. It's a 34 Harley over here in the Indian section. Probably didn't have room for it anywhere else. I have no idea what all that setup is. Looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? 2 push rods on that single cylinder. Teeny tiny tank. That would put my Sportster tank to shame. More Indians up there. Here's an example of a board track chunk. And we saw some of those, if you remember, at the Harley-Davidson Museum as well. I don't really like how they flattened the tires on that one bike up there, the emblem, to get it to be secure, but I suppose you do what you got to do. You can see that it's been up there so long that the tires are kind of degrading and cracking on the sides, which is sort of a shame. Board track racing, short-lived but exciting. Imagine running full speed at 75 miles an hour on a 45-degree angle with nothing but your feet for brakes. No, thank you. I think we talked before about hot shoes. So those metal shoes that people used to put on their feet when they were doing this type of racing. Yeah, so they wouldn't wear out their shoes. Another Harley. Speed Roadster from 2015, or from 1915. Again, lots of knobs and buttons and fiddling required. Heel toe shifter though. That kind of concept still lives today, heel toe shifter. So now we're in the Harley corner. Harley-Davidson Model 16J, which is pretty cool. Ivor Johnson, I'm betting that's the guy that built this. Look at this tire. It says non-skid on it. Ivor Johnson. But anyway, I'm going to turn this off for a while, you people. I think you're getting the drift. Barber's definitely a place you want to come see. Cute little setup. There's a lot to be seen here. And I don't really want to see it all with a camera attached to my face. So you're just going to have to deal. Come see it yourself. GoPro, stop recording. So we're back here in a little nook at Barber Motorsports. Can you hear the bikes on the track? We're looking at some of the race bikes. Behind some glass, of course. This must have won something. Cool. KR 750, from 1957. That looks about like the seat that I have on my current Sportster, except my mom reupholstered it for me. Looks pretty cool. Top speed for this bike was listed as 130 miles an hour, and it weighed 350 pounds. This is a Yamaha, top speed of 145 pounds, or 145 miles an hour. Look, somebody's put some custom stuff on there so they wouldn't burn their inner thigh, probably from the way that it looks like they'd have to be sitting on it. There's a lot of cool bikes here, so it's hard to get pictures of all of them. AMF Harley, AMF Harley. A Bimoto and another AMF Harley. Some people's leathers. This dude was tiny, wasn't he? Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I am. I mean, realistically, I pretty much do this because I want to. It's going to make some nice memories for me. Modern protective gear. And from 2003. Small air vents over a larger area. New innovations are plastic knee sliders attached with Velcro. And the hump on the back to smooth the airflow behind the rider's helmet. Yeah, so let's go around and look at the back of it. Oh, see? Yeah, so I guess it makes it more aerodynamic to have that bump there that you can see from the side. See? So yeah. And that ribbing there makes it a little easier to move and still be safe. Dude has some big feet. Yeah, a lot more patches and stuff on this than some of the other things. Yeah, interesting. And nice awry helmet. Betting that's the bike that goes with those leathers. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm about ready to go find the next floor. More stuff. More stuff. Yeah. Stuff. 160 plus miles per hour on this one. It's a 2006 Yamaha. Weighs 385 pounds. Pretty cool though, huh? Anyway, I'm going to shut this off for a while. Talk to you in a bit. GoPro, stop recording. So yep, here's some more. So far my favorite tire has been the one that said non-skid. Getting a little bit more sophisticated in their ways to stop things now. In 1922. Seat still doesn't look much more comfortable, does it? They've done a really nice job of restoring these motorcycles. But like I said, I like the crusty looking ones. So, I mean, it's nice. I like that they've left some of them in as found condition. A lot of them have nice paint jobs, and a lot of them have these cool little toolbox things added on. But yeah. It's a really neat museum, though. A Flanders 4. Make you think of Nell Flanders. What's his name? Flanders on that one show? Flanders? I know. There's all kinds of people jumping up and down in the comments right now telling me. $175 for this back in the day. This leather, once it got a little bit of wear on it, would get shiny and slippery and not give you much traction anymore, so you'd have to take out some sandpaper and rough it up. Again, lots of little latchy things to push and pull and turn, and I'm guessing that this is gas and oil mixture. Hard to say though, because I don't know about this kind of stuff. Anyhow, hope you're enjoying this. It's me, Lila, G-Ma Rides, and I am at the Barber Motorcycle Museum in just out of Birmingham, Alabama. And yeah, so hope you enjoy these 2 days. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things, okay? Okay, bye. GoPro, stop recording.